Heyo, welcome back to another video. Today we're changing the brake pads on my XSR-900. Same goes for MT09, FJ09 tracers, anything in that realm if it's 09 related. So I'm going to get you on the tripod, show you how I change my brake pads, and show you the difference between stock. The mileage on these brake pads are 9,137 miles. Now these are the stock brake pads I've had since I owned it, from 800 miles. These brake pads have seen all of Florida and 5 track days. So let's pop them off. Let's see how bad they look compared to my new splintered brake pads. Alright, see you in a second. Alright, first step to changing your brake pads on the 09 series is you're going to get yourself a good old 12 millimeter. We're going to pop these 2 brake caliper bolts off here. Just 2. Nothing crazy here. Brake pads are easy on 09s here. Bada bing, bada boom. Your caliper slides off. Be careful coming off there. Alright. So these are pretty simple. I'm gonna be honest with you. These are probably the most simple brake pads you'll do. Alright. You're going to pull this cotter pin out, okay? This cotter pin here is here. It's going to be inside of this here. And you can pull that pin out here. And there's 2 of them. You might have to rotate your pin. But once you get those 2 pulled out, it's easier if they weren't rusted. See? Pulled that one out. All that's going to do is let this pin loose. You could take your pliers, pull it here, or just poke it through the other side, like that right there. And it's just going to pull this pin out. And it's going to shoot that across the room. And then, all you do, pull your brake pads up. Wada bing, wada boom. And all you got to do is slide it back in. We're going to take these off and compare them on the table over there. And see what we got, alright? I'm going to do the other side. I'm going to time lapse you right through it so you don't got to watch the same thing again. But it's the same process on both sides, alright? You know, I just realized something. I'm sitting here going through a time lapse on this, and I feel like I'm already halfway done with this video. I was just showing you how to do brake pads. So if you're here just because you're watching the brake pads, you're welcome. But if you're not here just to watch the brake pads, you're here just to watch the video, appreciate you. And I got to take up. That looks terrible, don't it? Use some anti-seize on that one. No biggie. You know what, guys? I'm gonna be honest with you. I bet I could actually pull these off without taking these bolts out. Do you think I can? Let's try. You're gonna come along with the journey here. If I could do it without taking the calipers off, that'd be sweet. Get your rusty pair of pliers, pull your pin out, find your pin on this side, like that. Right? Should be able to pull this through, come from the other side, poke your pin through. Make your thing go flying again. Well, son of a gun. Did y'all know that? I just did. Finding new ways to help me take my brake pads off. Alright, let's get these on the bench, show you what I bought, and replace with these old stock ones. Alrighty here. We got some EBC brakes. Double H centered brakes. Let's take these out the package, compare them to the OEM. Obviously, we're sitting here comparing 9,000 miles to brand new, but we're going to show you what they're supposed to look like, alright? Wham bam, thank you ma'am. We got some new brake pads here. Alright, let's go pull this set off here. We're just going to compare one by one. Hey, I will say, they look like they wore pretty even. It didn't wear down that much, so maybe I wasn't as hard as I thought it was on my brakes. Yeah, but these are definitely going to be better overall for sure. This side maybe looks a little bit lower here. Nah, they're about the same. They still have plenty of life left in them. I would run these for another couple thousand miles until they get a little bit worse. But these don't look bad. Will I throw these out? No, why not? Why would I do that? So we're going to keep these, put them to the side. We're going to install these, and let's put these back in the calipers. Alright, we're back on the other side. We're going to go ahead and slide these back in. Now, I wonder if it's going to be a lot easier since I did it this way. My concern is it going against the actual... Oh, look at that. Now make sure you put that towards the side that's got the slave on it and not the actual disc. That would be a bad day. That might be more difficult than I thought because the... Okay. Let's pause this. I gotta show you something. Okay, what you're gonna have to do is you have to spread these apart. It ain't always a bad thing to spread things apart, as you know. So I like to do this. I like to put a brake pad on it, the old brake pad. Kind of put both of them back in there, like so here, just so you don't mess up pistons or brake components here. Shove a screwdriver in there. We're just gonna pry it open. What that's gonna do is push the pistons back into the walls there just a little bit, and then we should, in theory, be able to fit those back into it. Yes, should I be putting more anti-seize on that? Yeah, I should. Do I have anti-seize? No. Do you want to put anti-seize on it? I don't care, it's up to you. Should you? Probably. Am I? No. Alright. Let's see if these will fit now. Oh yeah, just like that, boys. And maybe a lady or two if you're watching. Just gonna knock those in there. Knock them down where the pins are. Like that, okay. We'll grab this. Put that back where it belongs, just like so. Take our pin and go in here. And I always like to make sure these holes are lined up, so when you put the pin back in there, you are not going to lose the holes when you try to put your cotter pin back in. Does that make sense to you, lads? Good. I'm not explaining it again. Nah, I'm just kidding. I will if I need to. If you didn't hear me the first time. Alright. Alright, as you've seen, I had to flip this, rotate that, no big deal. So we got it back in there. Like I said, put those up top. You're going to have no problem putting your cotter pins back in. It's as simple as that, boys. And the 30% of females that might be watching this. Oh yeah, just like that. Boom, and wada bang, bada boom. Just like that. Don't get frustrated. If you get lost, just look at it. Watch this video back. You can watch what I do here. Alright, moving on to the other side. Alright, we're going to do the same thing to this side as we did the other side. We're going to go ahead and... Do not forget to do that. Alright, Right, push in, push down, over top the middle piece, and push. Got your go over the middle piece. Come in. Nice push. Over the hole. Make it go up. I can see it. Find this up. Yeah. Try to find the hole. That's it there. You're gonna find the hole that God intended for it to go in. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, your brakes are done on your 09. It's not hard. It's not complicated. It just is a little dirty, and this putting the pin back in can be a little tricky, so don't let it beat you up, alright? Just like that, old girl is done. All I did was swap the brake pads out, and that's all we were going for. So let's get this thing to the track, but first we gotta take our mirrors off, lights, tape our lights up. We're not gonna do that on camera because this video is about changing the brake pads. So brake pads are changed. Thanks for sticking around, and we'll close this video out. So we went out for a ride with the new brake pads installed, and boy, these brake pads feel great. I would recommend these brake pads to anybody, obviously if you're looking for an upgrade for any bike. Yeah, brakes are awesome. I put my OEM levers back on rather than the Amazon ones. They feel a lot better. I bled my brakes the other week, put new brake fluid in it, and now my ABS light keeps flashing at me, so we're going to get that figured out because we got a track day coming up Sunday. So anyway, that's how you do brake pads on a XSR-900, MT09, and all the other 09s. Anyway, appreciate y'all watching, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.
Up in the hills now, shawty, we can mess around. Remember I was broke, they never came around. They thought of me as a clown, they didn't know my name, I bet they know it now. Heard it straight from